In this video, I explain about types of purposive sampling. The first type is that we discuss maximum variation sampling. In maximum variation sampling, we select participants who represent a wide range of characteristics. The participants that we select to read have different type of characteristics. We do this because we cover a wide range of population. So the other name of maximum variation sampling is also called heterogeneous purposive sampling. Heterogeneous means also different types. So the other name of maximum variation sampling is heterogeneous purposive sampling. Here we study its example. When you want to conduct a street poll about an issue, so a researcher would ensure that he speak with such many of different kinds of people who have different opinion or different perspectives about this issue to get a clear picture. So the interviewer will be selected the people with different type of characteristics or different type of background behind the knowledge to discuss complete picture of the issue which he want to study. Homogeneous sampling. Homogeneous sampling is a purposive sampling in which researchers select the participants who have similar characteristics. As its name, homogeneous means similar. So the researchers select participants who have similar characteristics, and this technique is opposite to maximum sampling, maximum variation sampling. Here is the example of homogeneous sampling. In homogeneous sampling, a group of people of same age, gender, background and occupation will be chosen for study. Because researchers use homogeneous sampling when they need to understand a particular group, they can define a group based on life experience, traits, background, job type to get frequent informations or frequently use this approach to recruit focus groups. Typical case sampling. Typical case sampling applies in such a situation when we get information about typical situation or typical phenomena. So it is the type of purposive sampling when researchers want to study a phenomena or trend as it relates to what is considered typical or average member of the population affected. For example, if a survey takers wants to understand how inflation affected people with average income group, so only the average income population to ensure to be selected for the sample, because we want to study how inflation affected on the average people. Extreme or deviant case sampling. When we want to illuminate or depict unusual cases or outlier, then extreme or deviant case sampling is used. In this sampling, notable successes or failures study. For example, top of classes versus bottom of the classes. Any unusual manifestation of a phenomenon of interest. Researchers use this method when they want to understand the variation that different outcomes, outlier outcomes affect. Using this approach, researcher can learn about factors that cause subject to do better and worse than the most. These studies can be used to formulate guidelines for the improvement. how we can when we identify the outliers, how we can remove these outliers to get better picture. So this study is used in such situation to formulate guideline for the improvement. Critical case sampling. This form of purposive sampling finds the few subjects that can predict or explain many other cases. The researchers expect to reveal details that they apply to other similar cases by studying it. So in other words, we can say that critical sampling is used when a single or very small number of cases can be used to explain the other similar cases. Suppose that we have a small number of population and it has the similar characteristics of a big population, then we study small population or small group, and on the basis of the results of this group we predict about the larger group. Example, here is the example of critical case sampling. To study crop pattern at different time of a year, a single village with frequently harvested land, a good water supply, moderate temperature and adequate sunlight can be chosen instead of roping in multiple cases. This is the example from agriculture. So suppose that you have you want to study about any union council level, and the temperature, land, water supply of all union council is same. Then you select a single village, and you predict its crop pattern, and on the basis of that village result you can apply these results on the whole union council, because all the conditions of water supply, moderate temperature and adequate sunlight are similar in all the in whole union council. Expert sampling. As its name show, expert sampling is a kind of purposive sampling that find experts in an area. So researchers use this method in the start of study to become better informed about the issue which you want to study, and also researchers select participants who are expert of such field or area. Example, in expert sampling, somewhere are investigating to barrier to reduce meat consumption among consumers in USA. So in addition to focus groups with consumers, you decide to contact a number of experts and interview them. In context of your research, food scientists and experts who provide valuable informations into the root causes of the problem. So any success and failure of this study, so you need to interview experts and select the sample of experts by expert sampling. If you like video, then click on the like button and subscribe my channel Statisticians Club. If you want to videos about target population or sample population, MCQs about sampling distribution, then click the link in front of your screen. Thanks for watching.